The mind is a wonderful tool, but for most people, it has become the master. A servant that was meant to follow has now taken the throne. It was designed to remember things, calculate, analyze, and help with everyday problems. But gradually, it began to speak in our name. It took over our identity. Instead of saying a thought is arising, we say, I am thinking. This shift is small but powerful. We do not even realize that we have become attached to the voice in our head, as if it were truly us. The mind keeps running like a restless machine, repeating thoughts, creating stories, building images of who we are and who we should become. We are born innocent, without thoughts, just aware and alive. But slowly, layer upon layer of memory, belief, experience, and social conditioning form what we start calling me. This me is not real. It is made of thoughts, opinions, likes, dislikes, hopes, fears, and ambitions, all stored in the mind. And the tragedy is we never question it. We never ask, is this thought true? Is this identity fixed? Am I really this mental noise? The mind has become a master only because we are unaware of its nature. Once we begin to observe it clearly without fear or judgment, its grip weakens. Imagine walking into a room and hearing a radio playing in the background. At first, you may not notice it, but after a while it becomes louder and you feel disturbed. Now imagine you realize there is a button to switch it off. Until that realization, you are a slave to the sound. This is what happens with the mind. It keeps talking about the past, about the future, about yourself, about others. It creates problems that don't exist in reality. Someone didn't smile at you, and the mind says, he must be angry. I must have done something wrong. Nobody respects me. These are just interpretations. Reality is simple. The person did not smile. Everything else is your mind's story. If you learn to observe this process without adding more stories, you start gaining freedom. Pure observation means watching without interfering. Like looking at clouds moving in the sky. You don't name them, chase them, or push them away. You just watch. A thought arises. I'm not good enough. Watch it like a cloud. Don't say, this is bad. Don't try to replace it with a positive thought. Just watch it, silently. Slowly, something beautiful happens. The thought fades, and you remain. You begin to taste the space between thoughts. This practice can be brought into daily life in very simple ways. You are driving, and someone overtakes you suddenly. The mind says, how rude. What an idiot. Instead of following this voice, just pause and observe. Let the thoughts come and go. You don't have to believe them. You don't have to fight them. You just watch. You may notice anger rising. Watch that too. Don't label it. Don't say, I should not be angry. Just feel it silently, like you would feel the wind or the rain. The moment you watch without judgment, something shifts. The anger loses power. It cannot control you anymore. You are no longer unconscious. You are awake. The same can be done with fear, jealousy, sadness, or any emotion. This simple practice of observing without naming begins to bring great clarity. And slowly, a distance is created between you and your mind. In that distance, there is freedom. We live in the mind like people trapped in a house with noisy television screens in every room. Every channel plays our past mistakes, future worries, regrets, and hopes. But there is a door in that house, and through it lies the open sky. That door is awareness. When you observe the noise without reacting, without judging, you find that the noise cannot hold you anymore. You begin to step outside the house. You begin to see that thing created by the mind is not who you truly are. That me is a character in the drama. But you are the watcher of the drama. You are the light that sees, not the story being seen. Even in relationships, this observation can transform everything. Your partner says something hurtful. The mind wants to react, defend, blame, cry, shout. But if you pause and simply watch the storm rising in you, something amazing happens. You don't become the storm, you remain the sky. The words may still hurt, but now you are aware. And this awareness gives you space to respond instead of react. You may realize that the other person is also trapped in their own mind. Their words are not truly about you. They are their own inner pain expressed outwardly. This understanding brings compassion. It ends the chain of reaction. But all this starts with simple, silent observation. The key is not to fight the mind. Fighting the mind is still being caught by it. Trying to stop thinking is like trying to stop waves in the ocean. The more you fight, the more restless you become. But if you learn to watch the waves without involvement, they slowly settle. The ocean becomes calm, not by force, but by understanding. This understanding comes when you no longer identify with every thought. Just because a thought appears does not mean it is true. Just because a memory arises doesn't mean it must control you. You can say gently, "This is just a thought," and let it pass. Even physical habits can change through this observation. Suppose you have a habit of checking your phone again and again without purpose. Instead of trying to stop forcefully, try watching the urge. Watch how your hand reaches for the phone. Watch the slight tension in your body. Watch the thoughts that say, "There may be a message," or "I'm bored." Just this watching can break the chain. You are not resisting the habit, you are bringing awareness into it. And awareness has the power to dissolve even deep patterns. Why? Because habits live in unconsciousness. When light enters, darkness cannot stay. The beauty of this path is that it needs no belief, no religion, no guru. It only needs honesty and attention. You can practice it while brushing your teeth, walking to the store, or drinking water. Each moment becomes an opportunity to see. And in that seeing, you discover that the mind is not your enemy. It is just a machine that can be used wisely, but only when it is seen clearly. Otherwise, it keeps using you. This path is not about becoming silent artificially. It's about seeing the noise without fear. Silence comes on its own, like night follows evening. You cannot force it, but you can create the right space. That space is created by watching, by not identifying, by understanding that the mind is just a wave, and you are the vastness behind it. No thought can capture you. No emotion can define you. You are not the voice in your head. You are the one who hears it. Even pain becomes different in this light. Suppose you are feeling sad. The mind wants to escape. Watch TV, scroll endlessly, eat something, distract yourself. But what if you just sat with the sadness? No labeling, no judgment. Just felt it, breathed with it. Watched it like you would watch rain falling on a window. You might discover that the sadness is not your enemy. It is energy passing through. It has a rhythm, a movement, and if you allow it, it may even carry you to a deeper understanding of yourself. Emotions become teachers when you stop resisting them, and resistance ends with observation.